Hey, happy Monday and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Thanks for joining us at the start of a brand new week, a brand new day as well. And we've got some exciting news. Now, when he isn't performing, he's doing motivational speaking. And when he isn't doing either of those, he's working on his brand new fashion venture. Gospel singing sensation Jarrad Ricketts launched his Testimony clothing brand last week, and he's here to tell us all about it. A very, very exciting part of your journey, and it's looking good, if I do say so myself.
Thank you so much.
Listen, is there nothing that you don't do? I mean, singing sensation, if you're not presenting, now into the fashion space. Tell us a bit more about that and what made you decide to go that way.
Well, I studied art and design, and so fashion is something that has always been on my mind. But as you've mentioned, been occupied with music and all sorts of things, still being creative. And it started about 4 years ago when I just thought, you know, why don't we start a brand that sort of sends positivity out into the world.
Yeah.
A lighter message, a message of hope, and also a message about embracing your story, embracing where you come from, embracing the trials and tribulations, and realizing that, you know, once your story becomes your testimony, it empowers everybody around you, and that's where it sort of stems from.
Yeah, was that part of the reason why you called it Testimony? Because that's quite an intriguing brand name. You were telling me earlier on that you actually designed that logo yourself as well. It's been how many years? 2 years?
4 years in the making. Lots of research around the foot. You know, for me, those are the important things when it comes to developing a brand.
Yeah. But talk to me about testimony itself and why that particular name, because I'm sure there are many kind of biblical phrases or words that you could have chosen from that would have sent that message. So why testimony?
Testimony, it's interesting because I started sharing my story through motivational talks, and people started contacting me on social media saying, I love your testimony, I love your testimony. And I said, okay, this word's following me around. And so I had it trademarked.
Yes,
the word testimony.
That's incredible.
And from there, I think, as I've mentioned before, we don't realize that it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, we all have a story that is worth sharing.
Yes.
And that is what this is about. Whether you're the housewife, whether you are the CEO, you know, there's weight to who you are and where you are and the space that you own in this world. And share your light with everybody. That's what testimony is about.
That's awesome.
I love that. Then also this hoodie at the bottom, there's a biblical verse, Jeremiah 29, verse 11. Why particularly that verse to put on the hoodie as well?
Wow, you know, when this year, last year into this year, I you know, was sort of struggling with my career and trying to get out there and trying to sort of better myself. And, you know, so many people just kept sending me this Bible verse as a message of hope. And, you know, when I opened up Facebook, it was there. When I checked my WhatsApp, it was there. And, you know, family members sharing it with me as well. And I thought, okay, God, you're speaking to me. I love the message, you know, because it's for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope in the future. And I think it doesn't matter what religion you are, it's about faith and holding on to faith. And so I thought, why not name this hoodie the Jeremiah 29 verse 11. So with every product that I develop, you will either see a Bible verse or just a message of inspiration and hope.
Yeah. I'm looking at that and thinking, what's going to happen on the 29th of November? 29/11. Something special might be. I don't know. I'm just
actually
putting it out there.
Really?
What?
Yeah. So I'll be doing a gospel concert. Virtual gospel concert. So yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. That's cool. But listen, we've also got a model sent down from some part of heaven to some people's eyes to show off what this actually looks like in real life. Please, model, flap your wings and arrive on set.
Check this out.
Oh, my word. The swag.
The model with the swag.
The bounce of the Lord is with him. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Can we?
And you got some nice additives to it, like there's a zip on each side that kind of allows for customization of style and feel.
Correct. It's all about you, as you mentioned, customizing it for your level of comfortability. It's a unisex hoodie, and I wanted to make sure that I cover all the basics. So if you're pregnant and you don't want any pressure on your tummy, you can unzip this. If you want a bit of grace on the side, then you can unzip it as well. Yeah, and also there's this cool, the Bible verse is actually on the hoodie.
Very nice.
So I felt like whenever you're having a hard day, you can just look down and you can read it to yourself.
I like the big pockets also because you can put all your sweets for church in there as well. Just like
that person.
and that person that takes like
Just hear the paper.
Listen, this is amazing, Jarrad. Well done. And of course, if you're at home, are looking to get your hands on Jarrad Ricketts' Jeremiah 29 verse 11 hoodie, all you have to do is tell us what song you think Jarrad should sing next for #Gospel Mondays, and post your answer on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. And this competition is open and entries will close at midnight. And of course, T's and C's that apply can be found on expressoshow.com. And of course, this is a limited edition, you were telling us. This hoodie is limited edition. You won't find it again when it is done.
Yes.
Love that. Don't go anywhere, of course, because Jarrad will still be blessing us with his inspirational performance of I Surrender All a little later on in the show. And again, once again, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Blessed.